to have a podcast, usually they're like, well, I need to have a studio, I need to have all this equipment, I have that experience and I have the equipment. So if somebody can just say, hey, can you come out and help me do this? I'll come to you wherever you are and give you an opportunity to do a podcast.
I see.
What that means is this is your show. What do you want to talk about?
Well, let's see. I guess we need the introductions.
Yeah.
First, so let me introduce yourself. What's your name?
My name is Cameron. Like I said, I'm an entertainment media student, and I'm on track to graduate in December. So
for this year, very nice, very nice. Well, I am Juan. I'm a music industry major. I am also an artist, a Tulsa artist here.
Okay.
I am called Juan the Dream Maker. Tulsa's first dream maker, Oklahoma's weirdest producer. That's kind of like my nicknames that I created. I know, a little self-delusional. But, sometimes you need to have these hopes and dreams to build something out of it.
Yeah, and I would also argue that I don't know of many producers or anybody in the music industry who isn't using just their regular name, who just picked their first name and never changed it. Like, I've been watching, I know this is kind of tangentially music industry, music production, is the Wu-Tang Clan show, An American Saga.
Yes.
And RZA had like 15 different names before. They all had different names. The entire Wu-Tang Clan had different names before they were the Wu-Tang Clan and before he was RZA. Like, he was his own artist named Rakim. He was Bobby Dynamite. Like, he had a bunch of different names. Like,
oh yeah, from the Inspire of the Dolomite, the jazz poets I remembered.
Yeah. So he had like, so for the name that you've chosen, I would say that you're in a long line of legendary producers.
Well, yeah. Well, the thing about it, I don't know. The reason why originally I was supposed to be called like the Dreamer and stuff. I was like, I don't know, because when I was a kid, the reason why I chose his name is mainly this. When I was a kid, I had so much dreams. Like, I created my own things in reality. Originally supposed to be creator, but Tyler the Creator took that name, so I don't want to like disrespect him. Though I am inspired from his work and stuff, but part of it. I'll love to Tyler if you're watching this.
Yeah.
But the reason why I call myself Dream Maker is I have so much ideas and themes. And a lot of my ideas comes from like Kingdom Hearts. It comes from the Willy Wonka theme. Outcast, I love the ideas of what dream does, because it's a conscious thought of it.
No.
Whatever we see, we always have our subconscious thought plays out. And it kind of reminds me of like the Carl Juen psychology, like his work of it. And also Persona and Kingdom Hearts. That's other media sports that I was inspired by and use. But I'm also a fan of many things or take things a very different approach. One of the things I learned nowadays days is we always live in the same media. We had the same cycle of it. And we look back at the history, you can see each decade has their own defining era. 70s, that's the disco. The 80s, the rock. 90s is hip hop. That's where the strength comes in. The 2000s, we got some R&Bs, some of those hip hop hits of it. 2010s, the trap era. 2020, we had the UK, or the New Jersey style, So it's always a curiosity of what can we do revolutionize as musicians, not just like producers, but anybody who has the creativity, liberal of making something out of it.
Yeah. So you mentioned a lot of like gaming music, Kingdom Hearts, Persona.
Oh yeah.
What are some recent games that you've had like some like connection with on the music side?
Oh, let's see what. The reason why I mentioned those two, mainly with Kingdom Hearts, was at first I never played Kingdom Hearts. Okay, let this be known, all of the games I mentioned, I literally played because from Smash Brothers. Yeah. Literally, you know how like, the meme was like, oh, the joke, oh, everybody's, oh my God, some people are, oh, I'm just going to ignore that. I don't want to interrupt the audio. One of the things I mentioned with Persona is the ideas of bonds and social links. Because I know a lot of people a lot of people are religious, or whatever it be. Again, I don't discriminate because I love everything.
Yeah.
The coolest thing with tarot cards, and that's kind of the main core of the Persona series, is represents a character. So, and for those who do not know about tarot cards, they're based on like the 26 major arcana. So you can think of your arcanas as, the strength, the hangman, the the freaking share it.
Yeah.
Strength.
The sycophant, the tower, moon, sun. Like, yeah, all of the different tarot cards there's 26 of them, right?
Yes, I recall. And it represents characteristics of it. And that's what the game is about. It's like, it represents the downside. Every arcana or every person you have a social link with is always upside down. It's the opposite. And at the end of it, it becomes the main strength of who you are at the end of that bond. So, and that's what I love about Persona. And again, the whole idea of changing up your style and knowing your themes is cool. But back to the music side. But yeah, the music is great. I love the Persona series music. Sonic the Hedgehog series are second best. Mainly because with Persona, it's each series, like Persona 3, it has like a rock and roll, hip hop, Linkin Parks, something like that in the mix of it. While Persona 4, it has a lot of more like the pop music, a bit jazz, vice versa. And Persona 5 is a lot of neo jazz, a lot of fusion of it, which is incredible, very incredible.
Yeah. Did you play? So this isn't jazz; it's a lot of different things. But did you play Expedition 33?
No, but I heard the soundtrack.
It's amazing. It's an absolutely fantastic soundtrack.
It is a beauty of a soundtrack. But I love good music overall. I study many music over the years. I started to study the history of hip hop when I was almost 12. So back in 2015.
Yeah.
And now I'm 22, turning 23 this year. Hello, whoa, getting old.
Yeah.
And the thing about with the music, I was so inspired by the music. It really puts me into a direction where I realized I want to be. I'm a beat maker as well. I love chopping beats. I love creating something out of like this small little thing you give me. It's like a puzzle piece, or not a puzzle piece. That's a bad example. Think of like a bartender. So you know how like the beat makers or producers, whatever the hell you want, it's how you use it, you know. And I always use this example because sometimes I teach classes about it, about hey, samples or beat makers are like bartenders. One day you just walk into a bar, you know, hey, I want to get some espresso martini. You know, like when you describe the flavor, the characteristics of the flavor is bitterness, a bit of hint of sweetness, the more liquidity flavor. Translate that to music, it could be like, oh, I want some noir jazz with some soul to it. Yeah. You know, that's kind of how I think of when I make my beats. I think of the characteristics of it and put into something new. And it could be anything. Again, I use samples at the same time. I think one of my samples I used was on a song I created back in 2 years ago on the first one. I still use the same sample like 3 more times because I find ways to make something new out of it. Yeah. And that's kind of what the idea of what a massive like liberal creativity I mentioned is. How can you break the rules that's already been broken? Yeah. And how is it? Can you look at the same shape in a different perspective? Oh yeah, and which is inspiring. And I respect people who are able to create something. And it doesn't matter if it's on music or a business move or it could be fashion. As if you take the risk of it and turn something much beautiful, props to you, man. Like that's something like no one ever does. So what are you wanting to like? Are you wanting to put out an album? Are you wanting to produce for other people, or do you produce for yourself? What is your not your 20-year goal, but what's your 5-year goal with this? For me, I already have albums out. I have 3 albums out right now on Spotify, all streaming music platforms, which, yeah, I know, it's crazy saying that now. But it's amazing. And each album, I keep continuing to find ways to improve myself. I know my beats are amazing. I feel like the other side, I need to work each upon of it. And for each album I release or a song, it shows my progression as an artist. Yeah. And a lot of people would discredit I don't want to hear my weak shit, you know? Like, dude, you have to have your weak stuff in the beginning. You can't just discard it. Oh, you're the great. The only person who is rare enough to be this great is literally Nas. Yeah. He's the only exception in the whole wide world, and that's it. But for me, I had to build mine up. Yeah. But the goal, like you mentioned, my goal is to do kind of everything. I enjoyed seeing these abilities that people could really show if they put into a different perspective. And I talked to my friends the other day about, oh, what about artists who are one-offs or who fell off? Could they have a comeback? So recently, one of them told me about Ice Spice. I was like, God, not Ice Spice. Listen, the thing I told this to people way before years as well, while she's on the rise, is that she could put her voice in good use. She has an amazing, very nice voice, great flow as well. Punchlines could be questionable. B-Wise is unique, but I feel like if she hit in a lo-fi scene, like with the lo-fi, brains that voice out, kind of like No Name, for example. But she could be more fluent to it.
Yeah.
That's how I see it in the business side. You had to bring something that people be like, damn, this is a new side, did not expect.
Yeah. It's got to be fresh.
It had to be something new to the person. It had to be something new to the person. Doesn't matter who you are or how many times you have done this. Like Lil Wayne with the Rock album. Oh, God, not the Rock album. Retribution, wasn't it? The album name of it?
I don't know.
I think it was because it was after the Carter 3, and then he released that album. Oh, Wayne. Oh, Carter. Yeah, it is it's a interesting album. Will he do it again? I recall he will not do it, give or take. But yeah, that's kind of what I do. I want to do a little everything. Just build someone up and show them my beats and try to see what can I help them out with.
Yeah.
And become my own artist as well, producer. You know, I want to be I want to be as active as much as I can. But also do charity. I love a good charity work. I just want to I just don't want to do, oh, I just gave money to a charity. No. That's just, yeah, it's easy. And you could just say, oh, I got it from my tax write-up. Nah, I want to get in. I want to be a part of it.
Yeah.
It's like a lot of philanthropists, I feel like they don't get into the part. Like actually get into the event. So for me, I'm like, what if I do this? I want to go into like a random local bakery or boba shop one day and be like, hey, let's make a boba. I'll be a part of it. And, you know, whatever proceed we made, whatever else we made, we give it to a charity, like an actual good cause of it. I like to be a part of things. I don't want to be, oh, I like to give it to you. And I said, no.
Yeah. Are you doing any live work?
Any live work on music or charity-wise?
Either.
I want to do more, but mainly due to school and work and everything. I try my best to have time to do live performances, but hopefully this year I'll be able to do more because I really want to release my 4th album on the day of my birthday, which, hey, you should check it out soon, one day. But aside from that, since we're talking about the music, I might as well tell you kind of like what is my style of music since we're on this theme of it. How do I describe my style? What the name occurs is a dreamy style. And it's not just, oh, I specialize in one frame. No, I specialize in a lot of the framing. And my influence and my inspiration comes from J Dilla, Nujabes. Those who are like they're like my big brothers in a way, you know. Because with his Dilla's uniqueness of sampling and his chopping, it is impeccable. With Nujabes, I feel like the way he picks his samples that like make boom bap turn into more of a chill one. I know there's like earlier versions where earlier styles of it before him, of course. Granted, like for example, what was it? There was a song with Rick Ross. What was the name of it? It was like a video where it's in jail. It was an animation. The beat was so good. It was immaculate.
I'm not sure.
You had to. I'll show it afterwards, but it is very good, very great. So their styles of it really influenced me to do my own way, and my beats I can describe are dreamy, bold, but yet very structured, but yet unstructured. Again, a dream is hard to contain of it. You don't know what it means behind it. Of course, we don't know what the hell it is, or what does it mean, or what it's supposed to do with our life and our daily lives. Yeah. That's kind of how I describe it. And I always make sure I push the boundaries of each of my beats.
Cool.
And each album representative of it. And if you ever hear my music or people behind this camp watching this.
Well, that's what I was going to say. So to kind of wrap up here, because I got like a 15-minute hard cap. How can people find you?
Okay. Let's see. You can check me on IG. I'm opening up a TikTok pretty soon. It's Juan the Dream Maker Music. I'm IG. You can check out all my music. Same name, Juan the Dream Maker, on Spotify, Apple, Amazon. Support your local artists, and hopefully one day I'll become big and I'll be like my day ones. And hopefully you guys enjoy my stuff. If not, then that's okay. Just how about other local artists?
Awesome. Well, thanks for sitting down. And
Yeah,
talking to me.
absolutely. I'm glad I could do this little podcast.
Maybe I'm hoping to do this. I have class on Thursdays, so I'm hoping to come up here and do this on Thursdays. And
Really?
so we might do this again next week.
Absolutely. If you're around the same time, like I said, 3 o'clock?
Yeah.
Around 3:30ish?
Yeah.
Absolutely, my good sir.
So
Or
there we go. All right, man. Thank you.
no problem. See ya. Oh my gosh, did I drop something?